What is up, my mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video we're going to be looking at Nike Man Ultra Green. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. Just a quick little thing, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider hitting that big red subscribe button down below on your computer or on your device. It actually helps me out a great deal. And if you like this video and you like my content, give this video a thumbs up as well. That helps me out a lot as well. Now, before I give you some coverage on Nike Man Ultra Green, I just want to make a point to let you guys know that Nike Man Green and Nike Man Ultra Green are two different fragrances. They look very similar, and if you put them side by side, see, very similar looking. But Nike Man Green is actually a clone of Paco Rabanne's Black XS, the original formulation. So if you're after a fragrance that smells a lot like the old school formulation of Black XS, check out Nike Man Green. However, Nike Man Ultra Green is different entirely. So just keep that in mind if you're shopping around. The big bottles of Nike Man Green are about $15 Australian, whereas the smaller 100ml bottles are $10. So for an extra $5, you do get double the fragrance. Now, Nike Man Ultra Green, the packaging and presentation, it does stand out. That fluoro green sort of look was a bit passé in like 2009, very passé now, but it's sort of come full circle in that not a lot of like bold neon colored stuff is around anymore, and it just reminds me of high school. So if you're of that age, if you're younger, a young man for example, then this probably is going to appeal to you in a way that it wouldn't appeal to maybe a 35-year-old, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think you should let the packaging and presentation of a fragrance determine whether or not you try something. Read about the notes, or better yet, try it on your skin for yourself and get a good gauge of whether or not you want to smell like that. So $10 Australian, you do get sturdy construction and a bold looking fragrance. Inside you've got the classic Nike packaging here with that horrid quality plastic casing, or shell if you prefer. I actually think this is really out of date, and I would much prefer to see a cardboard shell, or even better yet, maybe just put like a cardboard fill in here and then just pop the fragrance in there so you don't have to use this ghastly plastic. And here is the fragrance itself. Got a tester strip here, we're just going to try it out. Solid atomizer. You do get a very good atomizer for only $10 Australian. Super young, sweet. This is the type of fragrance that makes you think of ripe plums, brown sugar, burnt sugar, honey, caramel. And then you've got this like light fruitiness to the fragrance as well. But I also get this tiny little hint of incense or smoke. It's delicate, threaded in the background here. It's not prominent at all, but I just get this hint of something, I don't know, something of a little more depth and elegance here. But this is very much a young man's fragrance. It's very sweet, very bold. And if you're on a budget and you love the way that Paco Rabanne's 1 million or Paco Rabanne's 1 million Lucky smells, that's the one in the silver bottle, definitely consider checking this one out. For $10 Australian, it is just such a good capture of that style of fragrance here. It's a tiny bit fresher than you imagine the 1 million DNA to be. A little bit less of an emphasis on leather as well. I just want to try it on my skin. You get more of that fruitiness on your skin than you do on the tester strip, at least on my skin and with my skin chemistry. Do keep in mind though that your skin and your skin chemistry are going to be vastly different to anyone else's. So whilst it may smell good on my skin, it may not smell good on yours, or vice versa. Super sweet. Very sweet, fruity. Get a touch less of that sort of aromatic smokiness here that's like very lightly in the background, but I can still pick it up. There's some woods here as well, some like sort of sweet woods here. It smells a lot more expensive than it is, but in saying that, it doesn't smell like ultra luxe or ultra luxurious. It's still a young, cheap fragrance. But for the $10 Australian, you are getting a scent that smells significantly better than the price would suggest. If you're under the age of 20 and you're after a incredible clubbing fragrance and you're after something very cheap, this is an obvious recommendation, and it may even be a better recommendation for somebody under the age of 20 than Nike Man Blue, for example. Nike Man Ultra Blue is way fresher, so again, avoid that one. If you're after longevity, performance, and power, stick with Nike Man Ultra Green or Nike Man Blue. Both of those scents for the $10 or $15. Incredible value here. But yeah, if you're after a Paco Rabanne style fragrance, definitely check this one out. It's well worth the $10, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of the 1 million DNAs, but this right here, for the price, I can much more justify something like this than I can spending 120 on Paco Rabanne's 1 million. This is $10, and it pretty much checks every single box that 1 million checks. So if it ain't on your radar, maybe it should be. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments below, and until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.